What's up everybody, and welcome to the first video on this channel here. As you may be able to read the title of the video, what you can read on screen, and what the channel is, this is going to be the YouTube channel for the Anonymous Battler Draft League, the league that I currently am the runner or commissioner of, I guess that's the word of it. I am Shade, as you can see, hosted by It's Shade here. So, as you may be able to tell by the title here, the first season has been concluded. We had a nice 12-person season to just kind of get used to this and all that. And we're going to be ushering in the next season here shortly after Sword and Shield is dropped. Sorry for spoilers on that title of the games if I spoiled it for anybody. There's one person in mind I'm thinking of if they watch this. As you can see, we just got some background music playing here. I hope it's not going to cover up my voice too badly. Okay, so I'm going to break down really quickly what Anonymous Battler Draft League is. It is a league where coaches will be competing in a normal style draft, normal to an extent. So we're fully tier-wise on that side of things. But instead of players drafting and playing as themselves, they will be playing under alts. As you'll see, we will be going through the alts here shortly. Everybody will had a different Discord account, a different Showdown account, and they competed on those for the title at the end of the season, with nobody knowing who is who. Obviously, for the first season, we were working on some kings, so some people did end up knowing who others were. So let's go right into our coach reveal here. Am I clicked on? All right. So our first coach here we had was Berg and the Castelia City Caterpie. As you can see, we also were in Uber's draft, so we had Uber's available for a draft here. As well as you can see, the coach's identity with Ian, aka Electricity, very close friend of mine. He was our first coach here. His draft on the side here: Magirna, Tapu Bulu, Arachnid, Kyurem, Moltres, Kadabra, Medicham, Arceus, Golurk, Swallow, Drapion. We'll be going through their records and how they finished later on. We're just going to break down the teams and their coaches as of right now. Next up, we had Misty and the Cerulean. Oh wow, I can English. Cerulean Starmies taking on, as you can see, the team there. I'm not going to break down each time. Most teams did end up having an Uber. Yes, every team had an Uber. So how it worked, we had regular tiers, tier 1 through whatever, and then the mega tier, which you had to take out of your draft points here. As you can see, our coach for Misty was Celestial Alchemist, aka Tiff. Our next coach here was Winona, aka coach of the 4 feet. Wow, I can really talk today. Winona and as the coach of the 4-tree Farfetch'd team as well here, and the coach identity was Green Marker. Next up, we had Fantina, coach of the Hearthome City Haunter, the full team here, as well as the coach identity being Russ. Marlin from the Humalaya Huntail, probably the person everybody hated the most this season, I'll give you that much, was coached by Demons. Next up, we had Mallow, coach of the Lush Jungle Lotad. As you can see, there were 2 coaches on this one. It started off being Rudiger, aka Dom. He took over, he drafted and did, I think, 3 weeks of the league, but then had to drop for personal reasons, and Hamu was our replacement coach. Next up, we had Flannery and the Lava Ridge Larvestas, the full team here, and taken on by Brian3994, or Brian as everybody knows him. Next up, we had Clement, coach of the Lumiose Luxrays, a full team here. Bit of a weird draft, if I do say so myself, and that was coached by Ace of Spades. Next up, we had Price and the Mahogany Town Mamoswine, full team there, and was coached by the Johnson, aka Jay. Next up, we had Brock from the Pewter City Pupitar, full team again there. This team was a bit different as well, as you can see 2 coaches there. Monster, aka Austin, had drafted the team and then dropped due to personal reasons as well, and Magic played out the 12 weeks that Austin did not. Next up, we had Mina and the Sea Folks Sylveon, coached by Nacho. I believe this is the final one here. We had Faulkner, aka the Violet City Volubes, coached by none other than Bionic Soup, aka Jad, aka Jadalipup, aka Jadis Christ, aka Jad Flanders, whatever ult he has now anyways. So with that is our 12 coaches, as you can see. Obviously, for the next bit, we're not going to have everybody be revealed in these kind of videos, except for the recaps. Everybody will be fully revealed, or we will do a special reveal. So let's break down how each week went. As you can see, week 1, we had some matchups here. I'm not going to break down how everything went. I'm just going to go through like some kill leaders and all that. So Castelli City Caterpie took on the Hearthome City Haunter. As you can see, 6 kills to Arceus, so clean game there, 5-0. Yeah, this is, I'm not going to break it down kind of things, just some kill leaders there. Arceus taking the kill leader of the week, Mamoswine getting some big kills and all that. Into week 2 here, we have our matchups yet again. We have some, I don't believe we had that many kill leaders. Kyogre and Tapu Fini. So the water types were really coming out this week. Ironically enough, neither were coached by a water type trainer, which we had 2 in the league. As you can see, they both got some big wins. Next up in week 3, we had some more fun matchups. I'm just going to keep rattling through this. Feel free to pause and look at the stats at all. One to note here, Violet City Bullby had taken an FF win over the Hearthome City Haunter because Hearthome City Haunter or Fantina did not show up to their match on time. Notable kill leaders for this week, Kyogre continuing its reign with 2 kills. On the other side of things, Mega Salamence and Mega Metagross picking up their kills 4 apiece, making their names known. Same with Dialga. Week 4 coming in, all the matches being played this week. Nothing out of ordinary here. All were fairly close games. Some surprising mons at the top. We have Ninetales picking up 4 kills. We have Kamala with 3 as well. And Metagross picking up another 4. Up next in week 5 here, everybody played their games. We had no huge upsets, 5-0 being the best, and 2-0 I believe being the worst. Scolipede picking up 5 kills there on the one side. Oh, why does it say 5-0? I guess that was a 6-0, my bad. So it looks like we did have a 6-0 this week. Scolipede picking up 5 kills there. And was there anything else? Arceus picking up 3 more kills, proving itself even more. Kyogre also being there, and Mudsdale also picking 3 up. Xerneas, I'm noticing all these now. Xerneas picking up 4 kills against Cerulean Starmie's. In week 6 here, we're officially at the halfway point. Looks like we had another huge upset. Sneasel picking up 6 kills against the Fortree Farfetch'd. Huge number right there. Drapion picking up 4 kills against the Mahogany Town Mamoswine, which was a 6-0, in fact. And nothing else really of note that I'm seeing. Whimsicott and Rotom Heat also with 3. Alright, into week 7 we head here. Looks like nothing over the top out of the ordinary. Looks like we did have Kyogre with another 3 kills, which is going to stay dominant for the rest of the season, as you will be able to tell through this and through playoffs. Week 8 here is going to stay pretty similar as well. We had a 5-0 as I think the biggest, and I think it was a 1-0 was the smallest here. Some notable killers were Yveltal, Medicham, and Greninja, and Kyogre. Dialga as well. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to pick whether I say the ones with 4 kills or more, the ones with 3 kills or more. Week 9, Magearna picking up nice 5 kills against the Cerulean Starmies. Looking at it as well, Ribombee picking up a huge 5 kills against Larvestas. And I believe that is all of note other than Megalodios with 4 kills as well. Week 10, as the season is starting to wrap out, we have some clinching happening already at this point in the season, I believe. I think it was week 10 we had our first clinches, which was, I believe, the Seafolk Sylveon, who are currently, at this time, 8-1. I believe Castelli City Caterpie was close to clinching as well. Arceus Electric with 3 kills. Mega Lucario picking up a huge 5 kills. The first loss for the Seafolk Sylveon, I believe. And Articuno picking up 4 kills. Week 11 here, we're just heading to the back stretch of everything. Nothing of note. Actually, I do have a couple notes here. Lumiose Luxray, from week 9 to week 12, they were out of town. So, personally, I was playing those games. Wasn't really giving much try to it because the game's playoffs was basically out at this point for them. So, that's where this is coming in. And then this week as well, I was playing for the Cerulean Starmies against the Humala Huntales because Tiffany was out of town. Some notable kill leaders, Charizard, Mimikyu had some big ones, Zeraora with 4, Metagross picking up another 3, Kyogre with 4, Naganadel with 3, so big kills. And into the final week here, as you can see, was a fun time to say the least. Kyogre picking up 3, Medicham picking up 5 kills, Articuno with 3, for the 3 games that were played. As you can see here, there were a lot of FFs in this back half. Lush Jungle Lotad FF winning, getting an FF win against the Hearthome City Haunter. Larvaridge Larvestas getting FF win over the Fortree Farfetch, both of them being eliminated at the time. Hearthome City Haunter being eliminated from playoffs as well. Lush Jungle Lotad already clinched in. Lumiose Luxray getting an FF over Mahogany Town Mamoswine. Mahogany Town being out of playoffs, Mahogany being already in, Lumiose being out. So after that, this is the final standings after all 12 weeks. As you can see, at the very top of the leaderboard was Seafolk Sylveon going 10-2. Castelia City Caterpie right behind 9-3, so really kind of evens out, but the middle of the pack was very close. Violet City Vullaby, Cerulean Starmie's came down to them in the final week as to which one would clinch playoffs, and Violet City Vullaby just beat them out. As you can see, we did have some divisions here. Did not impact playoffs too bad. First seed would get a round 1 bye, as only the top 6 were going into playoffs. So the ones getting them would be Seafolk Sylveon, Lush Jungle Lotad. As you can see, Pewter City Pupitar, Violet City Vullaby, Mahogany Town Mamoswine, and Castelia City Caterpie also all made it into the playoffs. I realize I could probably just be saying coach names instead of just rattling off names, which we'll see if I keep doing that or not. Moving into the next part here, our kill leaders for the regular season here. Kyogre coming out at the very top with 27 kills and only a mere 3 deaths throughout the entire season. Other notes, Metagross up at 19 there. Some mons that we usually don't see in the kill leaders that much. Ninetales picking up 14 kills, Sneasel picking up 11, and then everything else is just rounded out at the bottom here. Moving into our playoffs here, we have our first 2 rounds. As you can see, Violet City Vullaby took on the Castelia City Caterpie. Pewter City Pupitar took on the Mahogany Town Mamoswine in the round 1 playoff. So, as you can see, these were just the people that did not get buys. Violet City Vullaby, after losing twice to the Castelia City Caterpie, ended up winning the game with 5-0, 4-0. Dugtrio getting 3 of those kills, and as you can see on the opposite side, Mahogany Town Mamoswine picking up a 5-0 win against Pewter City Pupitar with 5 kills going to Naganadel. Now here's the fun part in round 2 playoffs semifinals. The round 1 buys are now competing against the winners of the quarterfinals. As you can see on the left-hand side there, Giratina picks up 6 kills and 6 O's. Lush Jungle Lotad or Hamu, Mallow out of playoffs. Violet City Vullaby qualifying for the finals. And on the opposite side, we have the Mahogany Town Mamoswine defeating Seafolk Sylveon, with Ditto getting 4 of the kills at the end. So our 5th and 6th seeds will be going into the finals. And as you can see, it came down to a very close match, a 1-0 at the end of the day. Nothing really of note for kill leaders here, but in the end, it will be the Violet City Vullaby taking the championship and Coach Bionic Soup for the finals and championship of Season 1. As you can see, the full bracket at the end of the day here. Alright, and that is going to be the end of this Season 1 recap. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos on this channel as we get closer and closer to Season 2's grand reveal. Or not grand reveal. Season 2 will be happening within the next couple months. We're not going to be waiting that long after Sword and Shield drop. So look forward to that. Make sure to go down to the description below as you can find our Discord link. I'm still debating whether or not we make a Twitter account. We will have to see. If there is a Twitter account by the time this video goes up, make sure to look down below in the description as well for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.